What a microcosm of the Pittsburgh Penguins season. Hi, I'm Dan Kingerski in the National Hockey Now and the Pittsburgh Hockey Now YouTube channel. The Penguins had success in the palm of their hand. All they had to do was squeeze, but the power play killed them. Once again, that's got to be a world record. Number of times a team has lost a game because of their power play. A shorthanded goal with just over 3 minutes to go sinks the Penguins. And if there were any vestiges of hope and optimism, that shorthanded goal by Adrian Kempe probably swept it away. The Penguins lose to the LA Kings 2-1 here at PPG Paints Arena. So many things to unpack, and because, this was obviously Jaromir Jagr night here at PPG. The building was abuzz, the hour-long Jagr tribute, raising his number 68 to the rafters. Jagr comes out, participates in warm-ups in a 68, the players wearing mullet wigs. Everybody was geeked. And I mean that. The players were marking out. I think even the LA Kings were enjoying the spectacle. The Penguins played a conservative, if not solid, first period. They get a power play goal. Look, Mike Sullivan made a little tweak at practice on Saturday. Sidney Crosby swinging higher on the power play. You saw in the first few power play opportunities that it was Crosby, kind of at the blue line with Erik Karlsson, not Evgeny Malkin. Evgeny Malkin was swinging low, but still, with Crosby's playmaking prowess, a lot of movement, the power play for 3 opportunities was pretty good. And then it wasn't. Just... I don't know. On the 4th opportunity, it seemed like the puck started to follow Evgeny Malkin a little bit, and Malkin and Karlsson they don't work. They don't work together well at all. And on the 5th one, of all players, one of the most responsible, if not the most responsible player on the Penguins roster, Lars Eller, ghastly turnover on the zone entry at the blue line. LA transitions for a 2-on-1. No one picks up, I didn't see who was on the left flank there. Just unbelievable. It truly defies description, defies logic. It's not on the head coach when a good player makes a terrible turnover. It's not on, it seems like it's a different thing every single game, except the common denominator is that horrible power play. Even when they think they've fixed it, it comes back to bite them. So the Penguins squander a game in hand, and I don't know how many more of these losses President of Hockey Operations / GM Kyle Dubas is going to tolerate before he throws the white flag and says enough, throws the towel, waves the white flag. It just, at this point, the very residue of optimism is about all that's left. This was supposed to be the resurgent season with Erik Karlsson leading a power play and Sidney Crosby renewed and all of these things. And it's you put all the ingredients in the pan and the bread hasn't risen. Ultimately, it is on the players. They're the ones making these mistakes. They are the ones who were playing the puck hurriedly. The Penguins' defense especially, I thought played the puck very hurriedly on Sunday. They weren't playing calmly and poised, making good breakouts, making good headmans. They were shoving it along, especially the third pairing. John Ludwig, I noticed doing quite a bit of that. Ludwig was burned for a breakaway by Pierre-Luc Dubois. He wasn't strong at the net. Ryan Graves not strong at the net, but that seems a little bit like a broken record, eh? So that's where we stand. I don't know what else to tell you other than the trade deadline is March 8th. The Penguins have 3 more games at home here. I was in agreement that, let me fix what, I've been here since, it's now well after 10 o'clock. And I've been here at the arena since 1. Yeah, the Jagr press conference was at 1:30, so it's been a long day. Going to get longer. But Anyway, what was I saying? The trade deadline, they've got 3 games, the Islanders, the Canadiens, and the Flyers. Obviously, they have to win all 3. They have to beat the Islanders and the Flyers in regulation. They can't be giving loser points. If there is any chance to save this season, any chance to pull it out of the fire, it is the next 3 games. Win 2 of 3, not good enough. Win 1 of 3, good night. Even if they give up a couple of loser points, it's still good night for the Penguins. We've come to that point already here in mid-February. That West Coast trip to Vancouver, Seattle, Calgary, and Edmonton might not matter here very soon. So, I must tell you, I joined the players, and I was geeked about the Jágr stuff. I was a little concerned that it would be a distraction, but the players were having so much fun with it, and the practice was such a high tempo, high energy that I think, I can read your minds, and I know I was going to get some comments. All the Jágr stuff distracted them. Actually, I think the Jágr stuff focused them. It's just that they are a mistake-prone team. It's just a bad mix of players. Lots of talent, terrible mix. That's where I will leave it. Like, subscribe, comment. I do read and often reply. Of course, check out PittsburghHockeyNow.com. Lots of analysis on the way. I've got something teed up for tomorrow, and I always like to sleep on something before I really swing away. And I swung away last week a couple of times. I put them on the tee and made a Titleist of them. I think I'm going to go for the third one on Monday, but we will see. Now I'm going to leave it at that. I'm Dan Kingerski on the Pittsburgh Hockey Now, the National Hockey Now YouTube channel.